Hey everyone, Garrett here, and welcome back to Code the Web's PHP series. In the last video, we talked about arrays, and in this video, we're going to be talking about for loops. So here's the question: what exactly is a for loop? Well, a for loop is something when let's say you need something to be happening over and over and over again. So you need a loop. And the type of loop, this is just one type of loop, is a for loop. Now there's other types of loops, and we'll get into them later. But for right now, we're going to be talking about the for loop, which basically says that for as long as this is the case, do this. So let's actually get into writing a for loop. So what we're going to do is we're going to type the keyword out for, and it's set up very similar to an if statement. We're going to create a variable inside of our condition here. So we're going to just call it I. That's how I learned it when I was in class doing it. I is going to equal 1, and then we're going to have for as long as the variable I, whoops, that's not what we want. For as long as the variable, I, there we go, is less than or equal to 25, we're gonna say echo I. So we don't need these. We're gonna echo I, and what we're gonna do is, I forgot the I. What we're gonna do is, if we don't tell it to do anything, if we don't make I go up, then I is always going to be less than 25. We don't want that. We want I to actually do something. So we're also going to say at the end I plus plus, which means that every time it prints or every time it goes through the loop, I is going to go up by 1. So if we refresh this page, as you can see, I went up by 1, and we can also add a space there just so you can see what's going on here, and it'll be easier for you guys to read. So as you can see, I is going up. We're printing out I every time we go through the loop, and it's going out 1 every time that we go through it. Let's say we didn't want this to be equal to, we just want it to be less than. Well, it would then just end at 24, because it doesn't matter if it's equal to it, it only matters if it's less than it. But what if we can actually, put some crazy number there like 1,000, and it'll go all the way up to 999. So pretty simple. We're not going to keep 1,000. We're going to keep 25, because that's way better of a number than 1,000 in terms of this, at least. And then we'll go back to the code here. So now let's talk about when you use for loops. So for loops are really, really good when we know exactly how long we're going to need to use them. Now there's other kinds of loops that are better for, and maybe we don't know how many times we're going to need the loop. But if we know how many times we're going to need it, for example, we know that this is going to be until it's less than or equal to 25, for loops are great. So that's when you would use a for loop, basically when you know how long you're going to need it for. Alright, so let's talk about something a little bit different here. We're actually going to incorporate an array, which is what we did in the last video, I believe. We're going to incorporate an array in this, and we're going to have, we're going to make a variable called languages, and we're going to have this equal to an array, and inside this array, we're going to have, I guess, 4 or 5 different languages. Let's see, I think 4. We'll have a few. So we're going to have HTML, we're going to have CSS, we're going to have JavaScript, we're going to have PHP, and we'll add one more. We'll say Python. Alright, cool. So now let's talk about how we're going to use this in tandem with this for loop. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this to for each. Okay, follow me right here. We're going to make that for each, and we're actually going to remove what's in here. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to say this languages as, which basically means it's kind of like it's going to be used languages are going to be used as this new variable that we're going to create, which is going to be lang. They weren't spelled the same way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to echo some HTML, which is really cool that PHP rather can do that. We're going to do that, and then we're going to do lang, and we're going to end it like so. Now let's see what happens. Cool, awesome. So we've now printed all of these, all of those right there. So basically what this is doing is saying as long as this, or we're going to use this as, or this as this rather, or this as this, either way, and as long as it's kind of still going, as long as it's still going and there's still more to go, it's going to keep printing them out just like so. And we don't have to use the li. That was just a list. That's what the li element is. We can also do p, and it'll do it like that, and you can use whatever you want. So thank you very, very much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Also, comment, rate, all that good stuff. If you guys have any suggestions or if you'd like to see any other videos in the future, comment and let me know what those videos are. Also, if you haven't already followed Code the Web or liked Code the Web on Twitter and Facebook respectively, definitely do that. The links are in the description, and the reason you should do that is because I post a lot of awesome content on those pages that you won't get to see on YouTube. So definitely check those out, give them a like, give them a follow, and definitely subscribe to Code the Web right here. The link is right there. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.